Welcome everyone. Today I thought I'd do something a little different. Instead of actually playing the accordion or trying to learn a new piece or showing you a setup, I thought I would actually go through and do a firmware update. My Roland FR8x is about 2 years old. I purchased it November of 2018, so it's a little over 2 years old, and it has firmware version 2.5 on it, and I thought I would like to upgrade that to the newest one. I went out to the site, and the newest firmware that they have out there is version 2.52. So this is a little video on how to upgrade the firmware on the Roland FR8x piano accordion. There's a couple things that you're going to need, and you know, I'm putting them up here in the corner of the video. But first thing you're going to need, obviously, is your Roland FR8x. The second thing you need is the power supply. Now, Roland recommends that you do this plugged in. It's just better to have it plugged in so you know you're not going to lose power or something's going to happen. So anyway, they recommend that you do it with it plugged in. So in doing this, my Roland is actually plugged in to a power supply. The other thing that you're going to need is a USB stick. Okay, it can be, an old one, doesn't matter. What's important is that it has to be formatted in what's called FAT32. I'll talk about that in a moment. But FAT32 is very important. If it's not that, it's not going to work. Matter of fact, you're going to have trouble if you try to use any flash drive that's not formatted as FAT32. The other thing that you're going to need is the actual firmware file from Roland. Okay, so to get that, the final thing you're going to need, it's going to take about 10 minutes till you set this up and actually do it. It'll take about 10 minutes to do. Okay, so you go out to the Roland site, www.rolandus.com, go under support, and you'll see downloads. Click there, you'll go to another page, find your product. Your product's going to be the FR8x. They're alphabetical, so go down to the FR section and you'll see FR8x. When you do, you will see this file. It's the FR8x underscore SYS underscore V252 underscore E.zip. That's just the version 2.52. When you get that, after it's downloaded, you will double click on that file. It will extract it into a folder. Inside that folder will be two additional folders. The first folder, I'm not sure if you can read it in the video here, but it's FR8x underscore sub CPU underscore version 1.05. That's not needed unless your version is less than a 1.7. And to tell what your version is, simply turn the power on, watch your screen. It will tell you what version you have. Anyway, inside the second one, the 252 version, or a newer one if you're upgrading to a newer one, you will find 7 files. These are the 7 files that you are going to place on your flash drive. Okay, now talking about that flash drive. Flash drive, put it in, it needs to be a fresh flash drive, so nothing else on it, so it doesn't get confused when it's looking for a different file. Format your drive. Just format it. When you put it in, right click, go to format, and when you do, you'll get this little window that comes up. Window that comes up tells you the capacity of the drive. The one I'm using is an old SanDisk, but it can be formatted into 4 different types. You can have NTFS, FAT, FAT32, or extended FAT. All that is a FAT, by the way, is a file allocation table. It's an acronym, file allocation table. And that's actually how files are stored. The Roland needs the FAT32, that particular file structure, so it can read the disk or the flash drive. I named mine Roland, formatted it as FAT32, click Start. I elected to do the quick format because it doesn't really matter on here. And when it was done, I simply copied the files over to that flash drive. At that point, I'm ready to actually put the disk in and actually have it start up. And the procedure's, fairly simple. You're going to hold the right button and turn the power on. It's pretty much automatic after that. Anyway, the rest of the video is me actually doing that on my Roland FR8x. So good luck, and I hope you enjoy it. Hope this has been helpful to you. Okay, I apologize for the moving camera, but I want to make sure that you get to see the actual correct buttons to press here. You're going to be using the power button and the right, the W-R-I-T-E, not the R-I-G-H-T, although it is the right button as you're looking at it from the keyboard side. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to put the USB stick in, okay? Then you're going to hold that right button down and you're going to hit the power button. Now I'm going to have to move the camera here because I want you to see the screen also. Okay, so you're going to be holding this. You're going to press the power button one time and let up on it. I'm going to move the camera so you can actually see what will happen as I do that. When you turn it back on, you see that it is now version 2.52.